Hello and welcome back to Jack Knives Reviews. I'm of course your host, Jack Knives. And welcome back to Game Month. It's time to finally talk about the character you've all been waiting for, Mario. Let's review the Super Mario Bros. Movie. In a magical land, an army of evil creatures called Koopas, led by the dragon-like creature named Bowser, is trying to destroy the Mushroom Kingdom and marry their leader, Princess Peach. Their only hope is two failed Brooklyn plumbers named Mario and Luigi, who come to their world to try to stop Bowser. You know, I think I'm going to get a lot of flack for this review. I just kind of get that vibe. But I think my biggest problem I have with this is, in parts, it's doing really well. All the elements are there. But then it plays itself too safe. And I think that's probably one of my biggest issues with it. It doesn't feel like a flowing story. Now, I know what a lot of you are probably going to say, hey, it's a Mario movie. Like, Mario doesn't have a flowing story. No, it does. It does. The story is princess gets kidnapped, man goes on adventure, man fights villain, man saves princess. Da 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 da. The problem is there's so many points in this movie. Go forward, then halt, then backwards, then forward, then halt, backwards, then forward. And it's irritating when it does it, because why are we here? Like, in certain elements. Good example, trying to make it seem like Princess Peach was this strong, dominant woman who didn't need a man, and yet, if it wasn't for Mario, her kingdom would be destroyed over and over again? I'm like, I get you're trying to be more progressive, I get that, but Mario ain't the movie to do that in. I'm just saying. It's weird. Also, there's so many things about it. It's really more of just me nitpicking. And that's the sad thing is, like, I could just pinpoint, because story-wise, there's not much to go on. I mean, Bowser brooding 90% of the time. And obviously Jack Black is the one element holding this entire movie together. He's like literally the one thing everyone won't shut the hell up about in this movie, which is worthy because it is good and it's hilarious. He is funny as hell in it. I actually, to be honest, I also love Gamut. People don't really talk about him, but he's also really funny back and forth with Bowser. That part was really fun. Why is it called the Super Mario Brothers though? Because up until the very, 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 very end, Luigi doesn't do anything. They basically turn Luigi into Peach. I just have to ask myself, like, why? This is what I think would have been better, in my opinion. Okay, Bowser captures Peach. Okay, fair enough. Mario is training to be stronger, to use these elements and powers to get ready to fight Bowser, all the while Luigi is exploring and trying to find out more about this world. That would have been a better movie, honestly. That would have been a better movie to go off of, because you could have had like this kind of A plot, B plot, all leading and coinciding to each other. Where, like, say, it finally came to Mario confronting Bowser with Luigi, and I just know about these mushrooms, and then, like, Luigi finds all these other power-ups, like Fire Fruit, the Ice Fruit, all of this stuff. Or, like, he accidentally throws Mario a poison mushroom by mistake, and he's just like, something there's so much you could do with it. It felt like fan service without the fan service. It was elements to make you, the audience, go, hey, I get that reference. Hey, I get that reference. It's kind of, weirdly enough, almost like the opposite of Twisted Metal. I know that's weird, but like Twisted Metal, it had a cohesive story. It was crazy. It was weird. It was wacky. It was wild. But the Easter egg elements didn't prevent the plot. It enhanced the plot. If you knew them, you kind of enjoyed it more. If you didn't know them, that's fine too. But the Super Mario Brothers movie did nothing but just remind you of other things in the game series, which you don't need to remind people of Mario. Mario, aside from maybe Pac-Man, is the most iconic video game character of all time. Everyone has at least played 1 to 2 to many, many other Mario games. You don't have to try to remind us of elements that we already know. It's a Mario movie. Like, this should not be that hard. And the problem is they played it too safe for me. And to me, that's one of the worst things you can do as an artist, as a creator, as a filmmaker, as anyone who works in the industry. Playing it safe is the easiest way to simultaneously cheapen a property and yet trick people into thinking you're clever. It just bugged me. Like, I'm sorry. It just really bugged me. It really got on my nerves. I watched this movie twice, and I tried really, really hard to just get into it, but I couldn't. And it's not because I'm too old, because I watch kids' movies too. I watch a little bit of everything. It's too clean. It's too polished. It is a movie I could see just in the background at any electronics store, any Best Buy, any Walmart, any Target. You could put on any scene in that movie and put it in the background, and you wouldn't bat an eye because it's just there. It is background fodder, which to me is horrible. It is a terrible thing to be, because the worst thing you can do is be bland. The worst thing you can be is boring. And I hate saying it, but this movie was kind of boring for me. I give the Super Mario Brothers movie 2.5 out of 5. Whew. Hope I don't get a lot of hate for that one. Have you seen the Super Mario Brothers movie? Let me know in the comments down below. Keep enjoying Game Month, and I'll see you next time.